Alexis. I'm seeing what you're saying. Appreciate it. And let the runner catch the rest of the potential move. 100%. One of my biggest problems is sometimes not taking the profits when it is time to grab. It's hard, bro, because in your head, like, so this is how I think about it. It's more for drawing time. Actually, maybe we can use today's example. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So here's the higher low that we talked about today. And we said we could make it to this high. Because, again, at this point in time, let me zoom in here. We don't know that we're going to continue higher, right? Here, let me zoom out more. So we hide that big green candle. So let's say you're buying calls here. You like that we pushed up. You like that we came back. You like the hammer. All right, there's good reasoning there. I can agree with that. So you get in, right? So there's your entry for calls. Where are you taking profits on a scalp trade? Somebody who's grabbing a same-day option or a very close expiration option or a very good strike, looking to just get out really quick. Where are they aiming? They need to be aiming here, right? Who all knows the staircase method? Throw your hand up. I know I can't see you, but throw your hand up if you know what the staircase method is. And this ties into what I'm going to talk to with about what Alexis just said. He said one of his biggest problems is sometimes not taking profits when it's time to grab them. So we're going to kind of lead this into that. So stay with me here. But we all understand. Does anybody not know what the staircase method is before I continue on? It's okay if you don't. Don't be scared to say yes, you don't know. It's okay. I'll be more mad that you say it later. Please say it now. This is the time to say you don't. Good. Down whenever should be more active on Discord. And by active, I mean start utilizing. You're good, Ace. There's a lot of great people. No, I do not. Thank you, Dev. Shout out to Dev, bro. It is so hard to say in a crowd full of people to say, yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Thank you, Dev. I fucking love you for that. The staircase method, in short, is a really good scale-out method for how we get in and out of our trades. And I just kind of gave it this label because it is like stairs. It's like a staircase. So let's say you're getting into a trade. Well, let's say in the beginning of your trade, and this is good for beginner traders. This is good for expert traders. This is good for people in the middle of their trading journey. It's good for anybody. Anybody can apply this. So let's say you're a beginner trader. Let's start with that. So you're used to just you're just taking mental reps. Let's mentally take one contract. You get into your trade, you're past that, right? It's about getting to that next target. So what's our first target for this trade? Let's say we get into a hammer buy here, right? We like this. It's holding a good bullish retracement, right? It has a good bullish candle pop up. So we enter here. Where is our first target? Let's say we're mental trading this. Where is our first target for that move? The recent high. So we have to understand the meat of this high and the wick of this high is most likely going to be the target for any scalp trader taking... Come on. Okay, it's messing with me. But the wick to the meat of that recent high. We don't know it's going to go farther. This is all the info we have. We've held base. We've got an emerging move. They came back. They held a higher low of that base from that emerging move. And now we're looking to get back up there, right? So that needs to be our first target. We don't know that it's going to go anything past that, right? But we only have one contract. So we're going to miss out on some potential profits if it does go farther, right? So what do? Well, we just have to deal with it because this is the step. This is the first step. You don't go up a staircase and you jump straight to step 7 unless you're just a freak. Then you jump to step 7. But step 1, you have to. It's a fundamental. It's a thing. You have to. You can't just skip over it. You're going to stumble on the stairs and fall back down, right? That makes sense to me. So that has to be your first target every time, no matter what. And then the second step, what would that be? Well, let's grab more contracts. Let's say we've done this for months and months and months and months, and now we finally developed confidence, the knowledge. We've empowered ourselves in multiple ways to take these trades more often, right? We're not going to be as scared or hesitating or using greed. We're not going to have any of that affecting us, right? So now let's say you jump into multiple contracts. You're in 3. Let's say you're in 3 contracts. We'll do odd numbers, so 1 to 3. So now you're in 3 contracts. How many contracts do you need to take into this from this same trade? Let's say it's the exact same trade, exact same chart. We took 3 contracts on this candle close here, right? Where are we taking those 3 contracts? Who can tell me how many are we selling into this high based on the staircase method? Again, think logically. We're trying to slowly work ourselves up, not skip 6 or 7 steps. So how many of those 3 contracts need to be taken at this target? 2. Exactly, Dev. Exact. Perfect answer. That's a logical answer, right? It makes sense. 2 out of 3. Because right now we're not worried about making huge profits. We're worried about learning the reasoning to hold trades like that, right? So you have that first trade, boom, you're done. You're already out of 2 contracts. You're still holding it. You're still holding it. It makes a new high. Now what are you doing? Where am I taking profits in this candle for that last contract, Dev? And anybody else, if they want to, if anybody wants to answer that as well. Where are we taking profits on that last contract? When it's making that new high, but where? Where am I taking profits on that new high? Who can tell me? We're going slow, so if anybody goes back to this, they can review it as well. As soon as it breaks level. Exactly, as soon as it breaks the level. We don't care where it closes. We don't care where it goes. Because we got a new high of day. So what's pouring into our contract? So when you pay for a contract, your money is called premium, intrinsic value. What is the money that pours into the contract on the outside of that? The extra money. Extrinsic value. So you have an extrinsic amount of money pouring into this contract because of the increased volatility, pouring into the premium of your contract because it's making a new high. It's breaking a new barrier your contract didn't think possible at that exact second. It didn't calculate that. So as it's pushing a new high, you're getting great profits. So you need to be taking your new high into 433.24, not seeing where it closes, not seeing where it slows down, none of that shit, because you're scalping, right? If you were to wait for this candle and you said, I finally took profits because a red candle appeared. Well, guess what? You're not selling at the same spot as this person here. You're not even getting the same price as the person that sold here as it was pushing, because you're buying when everyone else started selling. You're trying to get out of this position when they've already showed up. So now you're not even part of the fish out of the net. Now you're part of one of the fish in the net. Now you're getting caught into the part of the bid you don't want to be caught in. So now you're selling at probably the same price this got sold at, compared to if you just sold as it was making a new high and you got that extrinsic value onto that contract, right? So now let's do step 3, Dev. Same entry. And I don't know what happens next after that candle. I really don't remember, so we're just going with it. But same entry here. Now let's say step 3. We're on 5 contracts now. This is going to get tricky for you, so I want to see if you can stick it out, Dev. But thinking logically, entering 5 contracts here. Okay, he already got it. 3, yes, that's what I wanted to hear. 3, yes. Taking 1 here, and then let's say it breaks down. Let's not keep talking about taking profits. Let's say it goes against us. So let's say right here it didn't just wick. Let's say it kept going, right? And it broke not just this level, not just this high, not just this high, but it went all the way back down to where we initially entered from, right? Where are you taking that last contract? Where does that need to be cut? Where's a logical stop loss for this 5th contract? Again, you took 3 here, you took 1 here. Where are you taking this 5th one? It's breaking down, remember. So where are you taking that? Yes, no matter what the percentage is, Chuck. We're not worried about percentages right now. We're not worried about anything like that. You're not worried about how much you're making. You're not worried about how much the percentage is. You're not worried about any of that right now. Right now, you're worried about reasoning, getting in and out of these trades, in and out, multiple reps, getting mental reps over time. Then you can jump into your live account, getting those reps, and then you can start to aim for these bigger trades. You can start to, okay, this is the percentage I got, this is how much I got. I do not that where to take the last one. It's okay, Dev. It's okay that you don't know. Where did you take profit on your 4th contract? Right here, right? When it was pushing that level. So you have a little bit of room. You've taken profit on 3, a 4th. So you have pretty good room with your profits, right? You have more room to work with than when you did with 1. So now that you've worked up to this point, yeah, you need to either cut it as it's breaking this level or this level, one of your recent levels. It's okay if you want to give it a little room. That's why I give you an option for the 2nd one. This is your 1st one, but if you want to give yourself a little bit more room, there you go. No, not at entry. You do not hold that to entry. No, never. You should never have your stop loss at entry. That is a very big mistake. That's a good logical thing to kind of keep in your head. You know, this is where I entered. If it ever gets back towards this, I need to be out of that last contract. You don't need to let your big win turn into a small win just because you didn't feel like cutting 1 contract. Don't let the big gains and the comfy amount of room get into your way of cutting this at a more optimal spot of the chart. Think logically. Where did we take profits? So should I really be should I really be risking the rest of my position at this spot if I was willing to take profits at part of it? No. I should be cutting this position as it's cracking the support again. Now, I didn't here. We're doing this theoretically because I don't want to just keep giving you guys this perfect explanation of like, oh, this is going up. Profit take, profit take, profit take. No, what if it goes against you? You know, that's a hard thing to talk about, hard thing to think about. But that's how you accurately use the staircase method. Now, do this with me. Now, all right, now, please listen to me for just a few more moments. The staircase method, do this with mental reps. Do this with mental reps for a few months. Then, as you grow more confident, you get a little more comfortable with the system, having your advantage, having your edge over the market, using the BB system, tier routine, all that stuff. Then you can jump into a real account. And then when you get into the real account, focus on one contract at a time, focusing on step one, doing that for months on end. Sometimes it'll be over a year. Sometimes it'll take years. Then you can get into taking more contracts because you understand what you're going for. Don't be one of these people who jump into these trades, gets into 10 contracts just because you can, and then loses it all and doesn't really know where to go from there. It's because you skipped 6 steps. That's why you fell back and you don't know where to start. You just broke your leg on the way back down. So don't be one of those people who are going to break their leg on the way back down. You want to be someone who, that if you do take a loss or a big hit, you shouldn't be in the first place. But let's say if you do, just in any way, in any mental way, then that's going to knock you back. You shouldn't be able to do that. Good job, Bell. This is a really good explanation. Thank you so much. No problem, Dev. I had to make sure that you understood what we're talking about, because the staircase method is by far the most effective way to grow with any system. You can apply this to whatever strategy you guys use. This is just with my system, with our system, I should say. But by far one of the greatest things you can ever focus on, because it gives you stability, it gives you structure. This is what I give people, because if you get into all these trades all the time, you don't know what the hell you're doing, right? And it's not really healthy to take 3 trades a day, to take 5 trades a day, to take 10 trades a day, to take 20 trades a week, right? And it also is not healthy if you're taking that many trades and you don't even know why. Reasoning is everything. The outcome does not matter right now. Focus on the outcome down the road. Right now you need to be focused on the groundwork, the fundamentals, the basics. Build your own base in the same way these big bullish breakouts happen from their base builds. Build your own base.